Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am fine. Thank you for asking. My name is Prem Sagar. I am from India.
Nice to meet you, Prem Sagar. I'm Victoria, and I'm from Canada.
Okay.
All right.
What? Yeah. What part of the Canada you are living now?
So I live in Abbotsford. Abbotsford is on the west, about 1 hour from Vancouver, but I grew
Okay.
up near Toronto. So most of my life I lived in Oakville, near Toronto.
Okay. Okay. So you born and brought up in uh, Canada.
Right. So I was born in Toronto. When I was
Okay.
2, I moved with my family to Oakville. My mother was a nurse. My father was a systems analyst who did IT. They're both retired. I have a brother who's 2 years younger than me. He still lives close to Toronto. So I earned a degree in English from university. After university, I spent 3 years teaching English in South Korea. I also visited Japan, England, France, Switzerland, America many times, but I lived in South Korea for 3 years. When I was in South Korea, my parents moved from Oakville to Abbotsford. So I moved there in 2019, and then last year I got married.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So uh, from means you moved to South Korea for so uh, you took class there.
I taught English in South Korea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you worked as a
Yeah,
teacher.
I did. I did. Now, I know you live in India. Did you visit other countries before?
No, I didn't visit any other country. No.
You didn't. Okay. Now, I know if you visit other countries, you might feel shy to speak English, but traveling is a great opportunity to practice your English because people are interested in you. Oh, what country are you from? Why did you come here? You practice English a lot if you travel.
Yeah, definitely in future. Definitely, I will visit. Uh, I want to visit like uh, Thailand and after that UK and US. Yeah.
Thailand, UK, and US. Yeah. Now, I've been to the US many times. Many Canadians go there because we live close. Where in the US would you like to visit? Do you know?
Mm, I want to visit Colombia. Yeah,
Oh, like Washington, District of Columbia?
yeah. Washington
Right.
District.
There are some really great attractions there. So there's the Smithsonian Museum. There's the Library of Congress. It's a great place to learn about American history and culture and see some beautiful statues and buildings.
Yeah, because you know that Indian means who wrote the Indian Constitution. He was a student of Columbia University. In that university, that his statue were built there. Because in all means all these years, he was the greatest student of that university. That's why that. Statue were built there. So, and he wrote the constitution for India, and he was a social reformer, economist, and great educationist, and great lawyer. So that's why I want to visit there, especially Columbia University.
Right. Now, Columbia University, that's in New York City. New York City is a great place to visit. If you go there, I recommend you also visit the Metropolitan Museum of
Yeah.
Art. So that's a
Oh,
great with art from many countries all over the world.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know that the US is a great country and it's a democratic country. Like a lot of opportunities are there to grow up in that country. So because of that, many people from around the world they are they visit to US, and most of the people they are even living there. So that's why that migration from other country. lot of there.
Yeah, I know America really has the biggest economy in the world. They have lots
Yeah,
of job opportunities, so that's why a lot of Canadians move to the United States. Now,
yeah.
a lot of people come to Canada too, including from India, because in Canada, we need more workers. Like, we need more doctors, we need more engineers, we need more farmers. So people are coming to Canada a lot too.
Yeah, like that most of that northern part of Indian people, they are means they are living in Canada, Australia, US, and UK, and South Africa. Most of in these countries, most of the Indian people means larger portion of the people they are living in those countries. And apart from that, in many countries, Indians are residing now because they are hardworking and they are doing well, like doctors, engineers, and hotel business, everything they are doing, even for labor work also, because India is the most populous country in the world, and that's why that people they are migrating to do work in many countries, and they actually they want to settle in those countries. Even in Canada also, a lot of Indian people they are staying there.
Right. Well, I know um, the medical industry is really the best for moving to a different country. So a lot of people, the reason they become nurses or doctors is so they can move to a different country because everywhere in the world, they always need medical workers.
Yes, yeah. Here in our country, that nursing course is also very demandable course, and a lot of people they after completion of nursing course they want to move many other countries like South Africa and all those Western countries, and even they are going to Israel also. Yeah,
Israel. Okay. Yeah, I've never been to Israel. My mother went 4 times, actually 5 times. She really loves it.
yeah. But these days
Um,
it's not good condition to visit the Israel.
Not now. I know that it's a lot safer than it used to be because now they have more military technology to keep people safe.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I know you live in India. Do you live alone or do you live with friends or family?
Yeah, I'm living with my family, my wife and my children. That living with them. You know that there is no living individual in India is it's not common here because India is a family-oriented country, and they are always living with the family and friends and family. Like if they are unmarried people, they will live. They usually they live with parents and grandparents like that. After marriage, they go to their husband's house. So this tradition is going on in India.
Right. Well, I've lived alone and with family before. I think it's nice to live with family because you don't have quite as much work to do. So when you live alone, you always have to shop for food and cook food. So it's nice having help. Also, when I lived alone, I felt more lonely. Now I live with my husband, who's the best friend, so I don't feel lonely anymore.
Yeah, living with family is always it's good to live with them because their parents and grandparents they will take care of the children, and here that working means division of labor is working here like that. Some people they are doing work, some people they maintain the kitchen, and some people they go to taking care of children, and who is older or who is ill in means who is not well in family, so means elders they will take care from uh, younger ones. So these kind of division of working. Okay, so here it's
Mhm.
we maintain family.
That's why it's helpful to have siblings. So my
Yeah,
dad was an only child. My dad had no brothers or sisters. But if you have more family, well, and also my mother had a brother and a sister, but they live in England. My mom's from England. So we needed to always find people to babysit. But it's helpful if your sister can babysit and then your parents can babysit, right? It's nice having that help.
yeah, definitely it will helpful if You know that in Indian family, almost two to three generation they will living with together, living with them here, grandparents, parents, and children, and even married people. They also that living with their family. So India is a like joint family. Our in Indian country, joint families are there. Like compared to urban areas, like in rural areas, many people they are living with a joint family.
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely helpful in a lot of ways. So I've asked you some questions. Do you have any
Yeah.
questions for me?
Okay. So how can I improve my English? Because I am doing well now because for fluency I'm working on I am taking class on Cambly and I'm working on that because since a lot of 2 3 years since COVID I am trying to build up my language. Every day means I'm watching YouTube and watching Netflix and reading newspaper, reading books and listening news and watching like I'm a gym lover. I am gym lover. I hit the gym weekly 5 days and I do watch like YouTube mm, what sports channels and gym motivators. I personally watch and I watch entrepreneurship like
Oh, good
motivational
for
speech.
you.
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes political motivational speech like Ivanka Trump and all those people. They are young people and they speak
Yeah.
about yeah. They always they give the speech about entrepreneurship and political view and I listen to many Hollywood actresses like Gaga, Angelina Jolie, and other Winfrey, and all those people. I listen to them also. So, besides that, what can I do for fluency?
Well, this is something that's great about learning English. You can learn it in ways you enjoy. So, other Cambly students told me they improve their listening by listening to podcasts that they like. And I would recommend doing that because it's more relevant to you. If it's interesting to you, you'll use it. Now, are you interested in improving your grammar?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, instead of grammar, what I am thinking that in mother tongue, what happened that before learning grammar, first we practice speaking. So before speaking grammar, we talk to our family members, mother, sister, father, like in other like neighbors people. So that's why I'm thinking. So it's important to learn grammar. Uh, it's not, yeah, it's important, but other than that, we can easily we can speak to others with very simple way, so that will helpful to me.
Right. So, I want to tell you it is important to work on grammar because grammar is how to make a sentence. So, if the grammar is wrong, the meaning is wrong. Now, your grammar is mostly good, but I want to recommend two websites. And these
Yeah,
websites are both free. You don't pay. So, I will type in the chat. The first
yeah,
website is EnglishPage.com.
okay,
EnglishPage.com lists the different tenses: present perfect, past continuous. All the main tenses are there. You click on that tense, it shows you how to use it and when. So you don't need to study the whole website, but if you have a question about when to use past continuous, right, you can look at it. So that's a good resource. A
o-
second good grammar resource is ecenglish.com.
is it okay?
Right. So ecenglish.com has many different concepts. Okay. There's prepositions, phrasal verbs. Students often ask about phrasal verbs and idioms. Those are their conjunctions and more. At the top of the page, they'll list the different words and tell you what they mean. Then you have practice. So for practice, there will be sentences and you can fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Now, I want to show you. You can do EC English alone, but I've done EC English before with students. So I display, the students will read this, grow up, take after. They read this together, and then they fill in the blanks. And at the bottom, they check the answer. So you can do this with a teacher if you like.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. So many, and even that, like basic English. When 3 4 years back, I practiced that basic English in mobile and in website also. So they gave us like there is a means fill in the blanks, fill in the blanks are there, and some passage is there. After that, fill in the blanks are there. After passage reading, we will fill in the blanks, and after fill in the blanks, all those fill in the blanks, that end of that exercise, it will show that how many right answers and how many wrong answers. Yeah,
Right,
I
that's
did that.
definitely a good thing to do.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
another good way to practice your English is to read articles out loud. So
Okay,
I'm going to show you what I would do there. Um, this is an article students really enjoy about tourist attractions in Canada. Okay. Now, I want to tell you it's good to read articles out loud because when you read, you learn new vocabulary. And when you read out loud, the teacher hears your pronunciation. And also, if you read out loud, you can ask the teacher about any words you don't know. So that helps with fluency and with vocabulary, reading out loud.
mm, yeah.
So I'm going to show you an article here.
Okay,
What I
any
often
kind.
do, I visit the website Ingu Daily News. Do you know Ingu Daily News?
Okay, no,
So,
yeah. Continue, continue.
so I'm just going to say with this, what we do is we read the vocabulary. So we'll learn some new words, you practice saying them and learn the definition with examples. Then we read the article. And this is a beautiful article with pictures. So you read out loud, the teacher can correct your grammar and explain vocabulary. And then later we have discussion. So you can use the vocabulary and practice speaking in the discussion.
Okay, okay. Yeah, when we like searching on Google, so a lot of websites are there to speak learning English. So great, especially that reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So these are the four pillars to learn English. So always, yeah, Indians are very good in grammar and Indians are very good in writing. Everything is good, but compared to the speaking, so speaking practice is very less here. So our neighborings no, so we are not speaking here in English as a language, like only we write, means read and write in for the purpose of examination. So that's why that we are lack of confidence in speaking.
Okay. Well, the good news for you is I have met Indians who speak English very well.
Yeah,
Um, so it is possible for you. It's good that you're doing Cambly. People are more comfortable with Cambly because Cambly is private, right? Cambly is also easy to use anywhere with internet. And the good news, you can talk to the teachers you want to talk with. Now, it's good to talk to different teachers because with different teachers, you hear different accents and different
yeah,
ways of speaking. So it's a good idea to have about 2 or 3 top teachers who you talk to a lot and then they know what you read, they know what you want, they know what you need. So it's good to have a few you talk to a lot, but then sometimes talk to different teachers too.
yeah. So almost yeah, it's 7 to 8 months. I am taking class from Cambly. So almost all time though I am taking classes from different teachers from Canada, Australia, US, and
Oh,
South
great.
Africa. Yeah,
Yeah, because the accents can be a challenge for a lot of us. When I lived in South Korea, my best friend was South African. And the first few times she spoke to me, I did not understand her accent. But then after about 3 times listening to her, I understood.
yeah, definitely. Definitely, you know that even in English also there is many accents are there, so that's why it's very difficult to understand those accents. Because if you take to my mother tongue, in my mother tongue, a lot of different accents are there. So uh, 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 if firstly they speak the language, we could identify from which area they are speaking. Like that, English is also we are not able to find the from which country you are speaking, but you people you can find the uh, on the basis of language from which country they are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right. Well, that is like in England, right? In England, there are many different accents. Um,
yeah.
I want to tell you though, I grew up in Canada. I did not think Canadians had an accent. I thought, oh, we just have the movie star accent. Then I moved to Korea. And when I was in
O-
Korea, I would, oh, that's a Canadian. I hear the voice. I know that person's from Canada.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Some words, some like especially particular people, they use all those vocabulary and sentence, different vocabulary and sentence. And speaking of the way and slang and all those, so definitely only particular people use all those vocabularies and phrases from their country. So that's why easily you can identify, yeah, he's Canadian, like your accent.
Right, right. And if you live in that place, then it becomes easy to identify. Now, you told me you have children. Is that right?
Yeah.
How old are your children? Maybe tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about them. Are they boys and girls? How old are they?
Yeah. I have three children. That two children are elder one like girls. They are both are girls. So elder one is 13 years old, and younger one is 11. Means middle one is 11 years old, and third one is my son. He is 8-year old, and elder one is in eighth grade, and middle one is sixth grade, and son is he is in second grade. And my both children means daughters. They are studying in like a residential school. They are away from us, and it will take by road journey 10 hours from here. So they are studying in residential school. They will come next month, means in April after academic closure.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they
Yeah,
they're pretty far away. Um,
yeah.
now you said
And
they're studying away from you. Do they stay overnight there or do they come home in the evening?
actually, that is a residential school. They stay there.
Residential school. Okay. Okay. And are all three of your children learning English?
Yeah, they are English medium. They are learning in English medium. So you know that in India, that many people, if they are means each and every person, means parents, they want to send them their children to English medium school, because English medium schools are very famous here, and all parents, they want to send them to English medium school because a lot of discipline and contemporary knowledge is there in English medium school. So here in society, what happened that going to English medium is like their confidence is very high. So sending like who are that government schools, like public schools, those schools who are sending their children, they are like poor parents. So
Okay.
they can't yeah, they can't affordable to send their children to English medium school. English medium schools are like private schools. So private schools, their fee and everything is very uh, very high. So that's why that. But many people, they want to send their children to English medium school. Here it's like a business.
Right. So do your children go to a private school or a public school?
Private school here.
Now I went to university and studied education. And I think a lot of parents like the private school because the parents have more of a say. So in the government schools, they do what the government wants. You follow the government. But people say the private schools, the parents can say, we want more music. We want more gym class. Like the parents have more say in the private.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know that in compared to private schools, actually teachers are very good in government schools because after passing that entrance examination, they selected as a teacher. But here in private schools, without entrance examination, they will take the teachers, and they are very means like they teach like practice to the they will practice to the students. But here in teachers in government schools, they are very clever, and after passing the entrance examination, there are two entrance examinations were there, and after passing that they will join that teacher job here. So, but sending to the parents are not sending to the government schools because government schools are not a English medium schools. They are in regional language. They are in they are a regional schools, regional language schools. That's why they are not sending to those schools. But here in private schools, those schools are English medium schools, and they are sending to those schools, and they will they are giving much higher fees to those schools.
Okay. Okay. So do most of the parents you know send their kids to private school or to public school?
Private schools,
Private school.
yeah, private schools, and here means a lot of school means they have their own vehicle surrounding 30-40 kilometers area they cover, and they are covering for children. So they send a school van to those places, and they will take the students, and yeah, they are pick up the students, and they will drop the students. So these kind uh, like system is going on. A good building and teaching staff and ground. So that's why they are most these institutions are very popular now. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
Well, yeah, so it's a growing industry for sure.
yeah.
Now, what about when you were a child? Did you go to the public school?
Sorry.
Well, I want to ask you, um, do your children know what they want to be when they grow up? So when I was a
Uh,
child, I wanted to be a few different things. I wanted to be a reporter on the TV. I wanted to be an
yeah.
animator for Disney. Do your children know what they want to do?
Yeah, my elder one daughter. She want to become a officer like me, public officer. And second, my daughter, she want to do engineering, software engineer. She want to become software engineer. And my third son, he's a 8-year old now. And earlier means like 6 months back, he used to tell I want to become a pilot, but these days he want to become a officer.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
police officer. Oh, okay. Well,
No,
you know
I'm a
what?
public officer.
You're a public officer.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Okay, well, you know what? Our time is almost finished, but it was
yeah.
very nice to talk with you.
I am also. It was very
So,
nice to talk with you. You give a lot of suggestion to me. Definitely, I will adopt all those suggestion, and I do hard work for improvement.
oh, well, thank you for that. Your English is very good. Just keep practicing and enjoy practicing English.
Yeah, definitely. I will take this means relation with Camly. I will take it long.